welcome to my bathroom. Just kidding, I've just always wanted to say that. Hey, it's Annie and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to walk you through my winter morning skincare routine when I'm using a chemical exfoliant. So for both my morning and my evening skincare routines, I do something called skin cycling, where there's just one main active ingredient that I kind of center my routine around. This allows for that one active to really shine and do what it intends to do with my skin without any interference from other actives that could potentially damage or sensitize my skin barrier. So one of the biggest mistakes I made with my skincare routine when I was younger was thinking that the more actives I pile on into my routine, the better. And this was definitely not true. And I actually ended up damaging my skin barrier so many different times because I was just using a routine that was too strong for my skin. So now I really focus on using one active at a time and my skin is a lot happier. Also, this is kind of the skin cycling schedule that I roughly follow for my morning routine. So before I start my routine, I am gonna put on some lip balm first. And I really like putting on lip balm before I start my skincare routine because as I'm putting on my skincare, it gives the lip balm a chance to just really sink into my lips. And by the time I'm done with my routine, my lips are good to go. And I have been so obsessed with this Summer Fridays lip butter balm. I feel like it's actually one of the few lip balms that I've used where I can actually feel the product penetrating into my lips rather than sitting on top, which is what I've experienced with other lip balms and lip masks on the market. So also this is in the flavor vanilla. There is no color, just a slight yummy vanilla scent. And I've just been constantly reaching for it. They also have another flavor in mint, which I love. I just can't find it right now, as well as a few other tinted options that I'm also obsessed with too. And my lips feel so hydrated and shiny. So let's get into the routine now. So in the winter, our skin is usually more dry and fragile. So one thing that I do to help support my skin barrier is skipping my morning cleanse and using a hydrating toner pad instead. I've been really loving these Peach and Lily Lazy Day all-in-one moisture pads, and the name really rings true. These are so great for hydrating my skin and also just quickly refreshing my skin in the morning when I don't want to do a cleanse. And depending on where I am in my skin cycling schedule, sometimes I'll use toner pads that have chemical exfoliants in them or vitamin C. But today, since I'm using a separate chemical exfoliant later, I'm gonna be using these moisturizing ones to give my skin a quick refresh. And what I also really like about these pads is that there's two different textures on the sides. One of them is just like a normal cotton pad, and the other side we see like these textured bumps. And the side with the textured bumps just provides a really nice moment of gentle exfoliation. And I'll just quickly swipe this all over my face, and it just feels so good, just getting off everything from the night before, giving my skin a very easy, quick, and hydrating cleanse. And also, don't forget the neck. Always be sure to bring your skincare down to your neck. Your neck also needs love and TLC. And honestly, it's so much easier just to do a few swipes with a toner pad rather than just like rinsing your face with cleanser. Such a good lazy girl skincare hack. And now I'm going in with the star of my morning skincare routine, my Paula's Choice Mandelic and Lactic Acid Skin Exfoliant. Mandelic and lactic acid are some of my favorite AHAs because they help with so many different things like fighting hyperpigmentation, fine lines, and dullness. And even though this product is formulated with two different AHAs, it's still a very gentle exfoliant on my skin because the concentration of both AHAs aren't really that high. You can pour some out on a cotton pad and then apply to your skin, but I actually like to apply it directly to my fingers and then kind of just patting and pressing it into my skin. So that way I don't like waste any product on the cotton pad. And next I'll go in with Cocokind's Chlorophyll Discoloration Serum. And this serum contains 1% alpha arbutin, which is another one of my favorite ingredients for brightening dark spots. If your skin is new to chemical exfoliants and arbutin, then I would be sure that your skin is used to at least one of these ingredients before you try introducing both to your skin just to avoid irritation. So alpha arbutin does go up to a 2% concentration. So this is a gentler alpha arbutin serum on the market. And what I really like about it is how thick this serum is. It leaves my skin super hydrated and doesn't sensitize my skin at all. And then I'll go in with the Sulwhasoo First Care Activating Serum. And I find that when I'm consistent with this serum, it gives my skin this almost like translucency and like glass-like finish. I really appreciate the effort that Sulwhasoo has put in when it came to formulating this product. The hero ingredient is their Jom Activator, which is a blend of 5 precious Korean herbs that helps minimize visible signs of aging while hydrating, brightening, and visibly firming the skin. So they've actually spent over 23 years of research, and they have over 100 patents for the Jom activator, which is kind of crazy. And I really love how light the texture of this serum is. And the reason I'm using a second serum too in my morning skincare routine is I like doing a quick facial massage. And in order to do a facial massage, you want to have some slip on your skin. You don't want to be tugging or pulling really harshly at your skin because you do risk damaging it. You can use your fingers for facial massage, or you can use tools like a gua sha or a facial roller. And lately I've been loving using my REFA Caxa Ray, which gives off a very light microcurrent, and it's very light. You're not going to really feel it compared to a microcurrent tool like a New Face or a Zip. And it just feels so good on my skin. So let me know if you want me to do a separate video on either facial massages or my REFA Caxa Ray. I like doing these exercises on my face to address certain concerns, and I'll do each exercise up to 10 times. Facial massages are a great way to boost circulation in the face, encourage lymphatic drainage, and reduce any puffiness you may have. And don't worry if your skin starts turning a little red. It just means your blood is flowing and circulating. So I just did the facial massage on the right side of my face, and don't you feel like the right side of my face is looking a bit more snatched than my left? That's why I love facial massage. And what I really love about this REFA Caxa Ray is just the shape of it. I feel like it's just so versatile, and you can do so many different types of facial massages with the different like nooks and like crevices of this tool. Totally worth the investment. So now I'm gonna do this side of my face. I also noticed that my face could use a bit more slip, so I'm gonna apply some more serum. I'm just gonna continue the facial massages on this side. Done with the facial massage, and that felt so good. I also definitely feel more relaxed now, so that's another benefit of facial massage. So next, I'm gonna go in with the Glow Recipe Plump Hyaluronic Serum. And I find that Glow Recipe serums, specifically this hyaluronic acid one and their niacinamide dew drops, it really just helps prime my skin and gives me such a nice tacky base for makeup. So I always like using one of those serums on days where I am going to be applying makeup. I find that having that like tacky finish just helps my skin tint or foundation or whatever complexion product I'm using that day adhere to my skin just so much better. And next I'm going to be applying eye cream. And this winter I've been really loving this Chantecaille Bio Lifting Eye Cream. And it comes with this really cute little like massager tool. So I just washed this and I just like dipping it in to get the eye cream and then kind of just applying it directly to my eyes like that. And if you want, you can do a little massage with it, but I just like kind of dabbing it in with my fingers. So the skin underneath our eyes is a lot thinner than the rest of our face. And I also find that in the winter, this area is a bit more prone to dryness. And if I don't properly moisturize and prime this area, I will get dry patches peeking through my skin tint, which is why I really like using like a thicker eye cream in the winter to make sure this area is just moisturized. Okay, and then next I'm gonna go in with moisturizer. I've been really loving this Calm Cato cream. I find that it gives my skin the perfect amount of hydration, and it's also just really good at calming and soothing my skin. And I actually discovered this product on the recommendation of Tina Tanaka Harris, who is another skincare YouTuber, so shout out to Tina. She did a curated box with Calm and was kind enough to send me one. I've been loving this moisturizer. It's like a gel cream texture. It's so light and it just sinks into my skin so well. I love how glowy my skin is looking. And now the last and the most important step of my skincare routine, sunscreen. I love this Skin 1004 sunscreen. It gives such a glowy finish. I just love how it feels like a skincare product. It doesn't feel like a sunscreen. The texture is just this beautiful lotiony cream. I'm gonna go in with my normal 3 fingers. Don't forget the neck. And any excess sunscreen I like to apply to the backs of my hands, because our hands also need love. I know this is a lot of sunscreen. It blends in so quickly and it feels so nice on the skin. One tip for applying sunscreen. If you feel like this is too much, what I like to do is I like to kind of just spread it out on my face like this. And what you can do is just kind of let it sit there for like a minute or two. It will like sink into your skin, and then you can kind of just like rub the rest of it in if you feel like 3 fingers is too much to apply all at once. It's actually like a super hydrating sunscreen. So if you're an oily or combination skin type and you don't want like a super glowy, dewy finish, you could probably just get away with using this sunscreen as both your moisturizer and sunscreen. Don't feel like you have to use moisturizer and then the sunscreen on top. My skin looks so much more hydrated and glowy than when I first started the routine. So now the skincare routine is complete. Dry skin who? We don't know her. And I also like doing a bit of light makeup just to help myself feel a little bit more put together. So I'm actually gonna be using a little bit of primer. This is the Onesize Secure the Blur primer. And I'm specifically using this silicone-based primer because the complexion product I'm gonna be using later is also silicone-based. And I find that when I use a silicone-based primer with a silicone-based foundation, my makeup just wears so much better throughout the day. And I don't really get that like foundation separation that I can get sometimes. I'm gonna apply a little bit, just lightly all over my face. And this is the foundation that I've been just obsessed with lately. It is my new holy grail foundation. It is the Shiseido Revitalessence Skin Glow. It's a skin tint and it has medium coverage, but it's definitely buildable. And I just love the finish it gives my skin. Like it literally is glass skin in a bottle. And this just kind of neutralizes my skin, cancels out the redness, and it just gives like the most beautiful skin-like finish. Like look how beautiful that finish is. And before I go in and do some light eye makeup, I actually want to set my eye area with some Laura Mercier translucent powder, because when you have so much skincare on and then you apply eye makeup, because the base is just so hydrated, sometimes that can just cause my eye makeup to not even apply or just like slip off. So I really like just setting the area and kind of mattifying it first before applying any eye makeup, just to make sure like it stays and it'll apply. So I just put some of the powder in the cap and I swirled a brush around in it. I'm using an Hourglass number 2 brush, and I've been really getting back into my Hourglass brushes lately. I just love how like dense it is and it just applies so beautifully. I'm just gonna close my eyes and kind of just dab all around this area. So my whole eye area up to my brow, because I am gonna be applying a little bit of brow pencil. I'm gonna go in with my brow pencil. Lately, I've been really liking the Revitalessence High Def Brow Pencil in a cool brown. And I'll just blend it out with the spoolie on the end. And then next, I'm gonna go in and curl my lashes. And I've been loving this little portable Muji eyelash curler. I find that it's really easy to maneuver. I'm able to get it really close to my eye. I do have hooded eyes, and it's always been kind of a challenge for me to find an eyelash curler that can curl my entire lash. I actually haven't ever found an eyelash curler that can do that. So I really like this one because I can just like curl all around like my eye to get like a full curl. Dog mom life. Literally find Pudding's fur on me every single day, like multiple times a day. Okay. Lashes are curled. I'm gonna do a quick little tight line of the eyes, and I'm using the Lancome Le Stilo waterproof. And I really like this eyeliner for the waterline. It's actually been so hard for me to find a waterline eyeliner that doesn't transfer. So I also have oily eyelids, but this one works pretty well, especially if I set it with powder beforehand. And then I'm just gonna go in and do like a quick little like puppy liner with the Lancome Ultra Precise Waterproof Liner. I've been loving like just doing a small wing on the edge. And then next is mascara. And this is the Clio Kill Lash Mascara. And I've been really liking this. It's really good at just lengthening my lashes and giving it some volume. And then I will go in with some blush. This is definitely my favorite blush. And actually the first blush I've ever hit pan on. It is the Tower 28 Beach Please Magic Hour. And I just love this color. It's like such a beautiful, like dusty, rosy pink. And it's so easy to apply too. Just apply directly on my cheekbones like this. And I just love how it gives such a beautiful natural flush. Super easy to work with, very blendable. I'll even do some on my nose, even just do a little bit on my lids, give it a little more color, some monochromatic vibe. I just love how it kind of just like gives my face some life. And last up is highlighter, and I've been loving this Chanel highlighting stick. It's called the Balm Essential in Sculpting. And what I love about this highlighter is it gives like a wet looking finish. And it's like very natural as well. I'm gonna apply a bit more of my Summer Fridays gloss, and this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed my morning routine. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.